This is the CPL week number 2. We're gonna be getting into some games, starting with Nina versus iAmPaint. Let's get into it, dude. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Here we go. Alrighty, everybody, in the top left-hand corner, spawning as the beautiful red Zerg, who I think is just so incredibly attractive and wonderful as a person. Nina, please go out with me. We have NinaZerg.
In the bottom right-hand corner, we have the "you stole my adjective" for this lovely Terran. It is iAmPaint.
Dude, I didn't steal no adjectives. I'm 100% original.
I was literally about to say beautiful white Terran, and then you said beautiful Zerg, and I was like,
get out of here.
100%.
Alrighty, dudes. So, iAmPaint had a pretty freaking sick series for his first games that we casted. Was it Saturday? Yes, Saturday. Yesterday. The days are blending, man. I've been casting too much lately. But holy shit, man. Macro Terran.
I've been catching up on the VODs, and yeah, I just watched that game earlier today. And
dude, was it not sick? Him and Sage were
great
freaking
series.
beasts. But this is gonna be the first time that we see NinaZerg so far in the preseason tournament, because she did get a walkover against her opponent Relentless. So we're gonna have to go ahead and see what Nina brings to the table today. All I know is that iAmPaint likes to make a whole lot of shit, and so Nina's gonna have to be ready to deal with this.
This is true, but we did see him versus Protoss, so it'll be interesting to see how his Zerg matchup is.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of funny, but I feel like it's so much more in Brood War than in StarCraft 2, because when I played StarCraft 2, the matchups were different, right? But, like, I didn't have such a giant disparity between, like, my abilities in the two different matchups, but in Brood War, I feel because, like, the matchups are so very distinct, like, everyone has, like, a really good matchup that they're really comfortable with, and then, like, their medium matchup where they're, like, alright with, and then their worst matchup. And their worst matchup can sometimes just be, like an impossible thing to overcome for them. So that's something that I personally want to work on during my time in the CPL. My ZVT is pretty atrocious right now, so hopefully Nina's is a little bit better than mine, because I get crushed all the time in ZVT.
Well, I know you got me on ladder once.
Well, yeah, but I'm way better than you anyways. It's like,
I don't know about that.
It's not even another. It's like a whole nother, dude. It's a whole nother skill bracket. You don't have to feel bad, okay? I'm a god. It's all right.
You're tier 2, buddy. I'm right behind you on the MMR.
I'm a Smurf. I smurfed into tier 2. I'm actually 1800. Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
What is your MMR looking like these days?
It's like 1590. Getting up there. I'm chasing that B rank. Hey, you're 16-16. You're not that far ahead.
Yeah. 1590 is actually quite good, man. Very nice. What did you start last?
I'm pretty excited about it.
What did you start last season as?
When I first joined, it was probably about 1100.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
Back in May. Yeah.
Holy
I've
shit.
come a long way. Yeah,
I haven't improved at all. I've just stayed the same. Dude, you're gonna be higher ranked than me in no time, dude.
I'm trying, but it's like you were talking about with those matchups. I have a really hard time with TVT, and I don't know, man. I just get wrecked.
Alright, so pretty interesting turn of events here so far.
Yeah, Nina went with a 9 pool, and then kept all of her lings back.
Yeah, it got scouted, so it's not necessarily the best idea to send your lings to go ahead and try to do the aggression if you get early scouted. But iAmPaint still committing to having a very safe ramp here. Initially committing, I believe it was 6 SCVs, now down to 3 as the marine count gets up there. And
yeah, it's a lot of lost mining time.
Yeah, it's not amazing for NinaZerg still. This is a pretty big sacrifice as far as your economy goes. But, you know, it's great that the SCVs were still up on top of the ramp, especially starting to at 6. It's a it's not bad. It's definitely better than it could have been. If iAmPaint had sent another SCV and realized the wings were coming and didn't commit any SCVs to the blocking of the ramp there, it would be a lot worse. But you know, this is just the start of the game here, and NinaZerg is actually going for a 2-hatch strategy.
So 2-hatch lurker, it looks like. Got the layer already up.
Lurker just starting, and this can be a pretty difficult build for a lot of people to deal with early on, especially in lower ranks. iAmPaint, I wouldn't consider a lower ranked player, especially from the games that we saw the other night, but 2-hatch Lurker even still can be very difficult to deal with. It's just one of those tricky strategies, you know, 3-hatch being the standard. A lot of people just aren't used to playing against 2-hatch tech builds anymore, but, you know, we'll have to see how he deals with it. It'll be really nice if he can get his factory out and a tank down, because that's going to be a really easy way for him to push the lurkers back ASAP, but it's going to be a little while until we see that. Yeah, the 2-hatch tech does come extremely fast, and it's pretty hard to deal with. Lurkers especially, I have a hard time with. Yeah, lurkers can be really annoying because they can hit the bunker without being shot if you don't have range. Yeah. And just bust your front, man. And lurkers versus marines are pretty damn strong, dude. Extremely. Especially without the armor upgrade. Just 2 spines, and that's all she wrote. I can't remember who it was, but yesterday we saw someone get the +1 ranged for lurker. It was super duper dope, dude. Because the lurkers were just like way stronger. We saw like 4 lurkers kill like 9-10 marines in like a single shot. It was insane. It's always a good feeling for the Zerg, I'm sure. Gives me nightmares as a Terran. Alrighty, marine count getting pretty high out there for iAmPaint. On that two barracks build that Nyokin said he liked so much. Oh man, and the Queen's Nest gets scouted here. Looks like iAmPaint is gonna know what's going on. I would really like to see another bunker come down here, at the very least. Although moving these units up to this ramp here is going to be pretty nice if Nina tries to come down the down this bridge here. It's going to be difficult to get multiple lurkers across there in an efficient way. And as he pushes his marines up, he starts building the additional bunkers that he's going to need to be able to survive this. So I'm really liking iAmPaint's spot in this game so far. Yeah, it's interesting. It looks like Nina's just kind of playing really defensively here. Just going to go straight up to Hive Tech and get the defilers, I assume. Well, so I think Nina's going into that 2-hatch lurker, or into Ultralisk. You think ultras instead of defilers? Well, you can go for defilers. I know you're right, because I don't see are more popular with the lurkers. And with that, oh my gosh, thank you guys, thank you so much for the sub, GXI Gaming, really appreciate it. But when you go for ultras, you do normally want to get your Evo chambers a little earlier. So that way you can get the armor upgrades and have that like ridiculous like +1/+1 and the 2 additional armor on your ultras, because then they just don't die to anything. Yeah, and marines really do no damage to upgraded lurker or ultras. Alrighty, well, let's see what's going on. We still don't. We have siege mode on the. We've got a tank building, which is fine because I can still shoot lurkers from a safe distance. Snail6, thank you so much for the follow, dude. Appreciate it. Alrighty, here comes 6 lurkers. So this is like a pretty strong bust, but I'm a little worried because you do have the 3 bunkers. Oh no, that's what I was. Well, shoot, we didn't even get a burrow out of here. Well, you do have 3 bunkers already with a turret and everything, so I feel like Nina's in kind of a funky little spot here for now. This tank is gonna slowly push away at these lurkers as well if you get a scan out there and you have enough detection so that the tank can shoot. Because the tank does technically have more range. But we have Defiler Man on the way. If we can get Consume in a couple of plagues here before the tank count gets too crazy or anything, you could just have a really fast Defiler bust, which I think would be pretty cool. I've never actually seen anyone play like this before. Yeah, I really would have liked to seen her go to the left and right sides there and hang out on the high ground right above the ramps with the lurkers instead of on the bridge, because no one really wants to move over the bridge anyways, especially when your opponent has lurkers. That's just a death sentence for your marines. The problem that I really have with doing that is that it allows your Terran opponent to just walk to the other side of the bridge and go kill your natural expansion with the tanks.
I mean, you could still leave like a couple lurkers at the end of the bridge. But I mean, you really don't want to be on that bridge with Marines against lurkers. I mean, you'd walk over it with tanks to try and shoot them down, but then you could have lings there.
Alrighty, and we have our first science vessel, so these tanks are going to slowly be able to push these lurkers back here. Again, the bridge is not going to be a great place for Nina to be able to hold it. Let's see how far the consume upgrade is done. We got it almost finished. Do we have defilers on the map yet? I haven't seen any.
Yep, 2 are on the way. They're walking down this left side here by the 9 o'clock.
Alrighty, well, this is about the very last moment that Nina can make this happen. But this is very dangerous with iAmPaint starting to sweep around here on the right side. Did he scan? Let's take a look. Did he scan the top right?
He did not.
Okay, so he doesn't know
about this yet.
Oh man, and Nina's lurkers now moving forward across the bridge into the Dark Swarm.
Oh, move your stuff. Oh my goodness,
oh, man.
Here we go.
And another consume right on top of the bunkers. Here we go.
It's right where you want it.
Dude, and we don't have any fire bats. We don't have the number of tanks that you need for this. Not enough irradiates either to really deal with this, man. iAmPaint has got to be kicking himself right now, feeling pretty bad about this, I'd assume. Woo! And a methodical Dark Swarm push.
Whoa.
iAmPaint just kind of standing around with his main army, unsure what to do, and honestly, I don't really have any advice to give him. At this point, he's already dead, I think. We have another...
Yeah, once Dark Swarm hits your natural, you're in bad shape.
We have another just couple of swarms here now. Oh my god. Continuing to protect these lurkers.
The Dark Swarms have been perfect.
And here we go. We're starting to push up the ramp here, and once we get these guys up the ramp and into production, there's going to be absolutely nothing that iAmPaint can do here.
Yeah, she's out of lings, though. She's starting to rally some down now. She's got nothing left to consume. Her third base is finished, though, but it looks like iAmPaint is moving out for some sort of counter.
Yeah, the third base, though, is pretty inconsequential here. If iAmPaint can get into the natural, you know, that'd be pretty dope, and he could maybe win the game, but very unlikely. Now that we have lings and swarms up the ramp, though, these lurkers are going to get up here and basically not allow anything else to be built. Oh my gosh, these lings are even doing a good amount of damage here before they lurkers move
and now she's getting on top of the production, too. This is bad news.
Bad news bears, man. Consuming lings have arrived once again. We're just going to keep on pushing these lurkers forward here. They're in perfect health, looking super good. Then here comes another swarm. Oh my gosh. It's right on top of the tank.
They're so perfect. Oh my god, what do you do?
This is so... Oh my god, this feels so bad. I really wish that iAmPaint had started irradiating the defilers a little bit sooner, because this could have really easily been
He doesn't have enough energy. Oh, well, he got the last one, though. That's all of them.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if he had irradiated all the defilers as they came down here, like, we didn't really have any reinforcing defilers. Because you could have, if she had irradiated, or if iAmPaint had irradiated those defilers, this push up the ramp wouldn't have been possible. Okay, this is disgusting. Look at these kills.
Yeah, all the
11,
SCVs,
13, 10, 14, 17. Oh my god.
Oh. Yeah, he is in a rough spot. Wasn't much he could do with the vessels, though. Only one of them even has energy for an irradiate now.
Yeah, that is. I wasn't counting irradiates or anything like that, so I couldn't be sure. But I mean, we did have a couple of vessels out before the defilers got here, and sure, you know, the first in a couple of swarms is gonna catch you by surprise. But I would have liked to see the defilers killed off a little more quickly.
Well, it looks like he's gonna clean this up eventually, and he is. He did kill the third base and is halting reinforcements from joining this attack. And it looks like she's about to throw away 4 overlords for free. That's a bummer.
These are decoy overlords, obviously. Dude, what if she like moved the couple of lurkers back up and like got these tank kills on the tanks because these overlords are out here?
I think all those SCV kills are really what's going to be the nail in the coffin, though. I'm not sure how you can come back from that.
It's kind of funny. I mean, the one thing that Nina really has going for her is obviously the tech, right? But they're on equal supply right now. I mean, iAmPaint could
Yeah, but you don't want to be equal supply against the Zerg.
No, definitely not. I'm just saying, like, all is not totally lost as far as, like, the production and the technology quite yet.
This is true. I mean, still in it. I mean, actually, when you look at her drone count, it's not very high. She has a total of 12 drones mining minerals.
The problem is, though, is what can iAmPaint really do about the swarms, right? Like, I mean, swarm is a huge deal, and the only tool that she has to deal with defilers right now is the irradiate.
Yeah, he does have 3 vessels, and now they're starting to pile up the energy. But, oh man, these Lings killing off those tanks is not what you want at this stage. He's got to fix his rallies from his barracks.
Crackling good unit, man.
And here comes the next set of defilers and lurkers here.
Yep.
Oh, and he's irradiating lurkers instead of the defilers.
This is a mistake, right? Like, I definitely feel like this is a pretty huge mistake. You gotta kick the defilers down. And they're such an expensive unit. It's like every single defiler that you kill with an irradiate is a huge deal. If you get even one lurker down here with a swarm, this lurker's still invincible.
Yeah, but he irradiated. He has literally no attacking units.
Alright. Okay, that's a good point.
So he irradiated all the attacking units. Now she just has 2 defilers. Nothing gonna happen with that. This is interesting.
Oh my gosh. iAmPaint has just proven to be such an impressive player over and over and over again so far. I'm like a huge fan. He's like one of my #1 players right now going into this CPL. All right, we have another Dark Storm on this. No, keep him alive!
Oh no, no good. Not gonna happen.
Nina could have stalled. She could have had 2 more swarms for those guys. It's all right though. Nina deciding to go into macro mode a little bit here, retaking the 3rd base. Nina's just extremely limited on the mineral economy, like you said, and now that iAmPaint is alive again.
Now.
Yeah,
only 10 mining.
Paint's all of a sudden in a pretty decent position so long as he irradiates the defilers as they make their way down the map here. If the defilers obviously get all the way across the map and able to put down some swarms from some lurkers, again, that's an extremely powerful thing for a Zerg to be able to do, but as long as you're proactive with your irradiates, man, how can that even happen?
Now he's gonna pick up even these ones. Oh my goodness.
Alright, wow. Very surprising turn of events here. I kind of thought that iAmPaint was there for quite a while.
I 100% agree. I cannot believe he hung in there. That is really amazing. And that just goes to show you that you really should not GG early. I feel like too many people would have just GG'd there. And look, he's probably going to win this. I mean, he's in a great position right now.
It was Haluk, you know? iAmPaint weren't lost. I'm really sad that you don't know that reference right now.
Yeah, no, I missed it.
Wow. You don't know that it was Haluk? You weren't lost? Oh my god.
What?
Where have you been?
No idea what you're talking about.
Dude, this hurts me so bad.
Right over the head.
Irvon,
right
thank you for
What's
the host, by the way, my bro. Love you, dude. Sean, my heterosexual life partner. Irvon, great streamer. Also, awesome CPL coach. It's okay, Chesty. I know you got it.
It's an Hydra reference?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll have to send you the video sometime, dude. It's really great. It's some great shit.
All I know about him is that he was a really great StarCraft 2 player.
He was actually an even better StarCraft 1 player, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, he was one of the only god tier foreigners that could like actually compete with. On a, I mean, obviously not with like the god tier Koreans, but like it's fantastic. Extremely powerful Terran player.
He played Zerg in StarCraft 2.
Yes, he did. man, and these Scourge. Oh my god, sick dodges! iAmPaint taking one hit on each of the science vessels, but not losing a single one. This is a pretty big deal.
It's a very big deal. He's gonna make sure that's an expansion that doesn't go up.
This is such a funky little game state that we're finding ourselves in right now. iAmPaint's got a really great turtle over here because he initially had to defend against those lurkers. I think he's being almost a little bit too timid here on the map. I would really like to see him go for it. I know that there's lurkers on the other side of the map, but he does have irradiates and siege tanks to be able to deal with that. The third here is also pretty wide open. This is a pretty strong, large, high ground attack path pushing down here. With only 3 lurkers defending against this giant Terran army, I'm pretty sure you could break this with relative ease.
Oh, huge plague!
Whoa, I missed it! Oh my god, and the ketchup is everywhere! What's up, Terran players? You think you're soggy, bro? The ketchup is the real soggy.
I think the reason he's so timid is because he probably didn't know that Nina's drone count was so low. So he figured with all the damage he took, I mean, he had 6 SCVs left after that attack.
That is true. Well, medics here now working overtime. Just got 2 of them right now with any energy on them. Oh no, these guys have some decent energy too. So look at this.
Oh, yeah, no, the
ketchup soggy. Ketchup's so soggy that it literally doesn't do shit. Meanwhile, Irradiate's so soggy it fucking blows up all the lurkers. Some ridiculous shit right here.
And then he's putting down another command center, which is good because he
needs some more ketchup.
Really
we need the tomato.
Close to running out of money.
We need the vinegar. We even need to make it a little fancy and add a little bit of lemon here because something needs to happen here. Woo!
Loses one.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad pickup here. Killing the science vessels is pretty important here, but we really have no defenses here right now.
Oh yeah, but all
really
he needs
scary,
is Dark Swarm and Lurkers. That's it. Oh, he's gotta get that other one underneath.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he has to move this up a little bit, though. And there goes the vessel.
And he gets the last one.
Nice little pickup there.
The pilot's gonna go down, though. Is there any more on the way? I'm not sure.
Yeah, we have a couple here at the natural expansion, so Nina could potentially defend this for a little bit longer. Man, iAmPaint playing this really timid, very afraid of NinaZerg here. I mean, I get this, she's got defilers on the field, but you just irradiated him and killed all of the lurkers. This is the time to kill this third base here. iAmPaint.
Yeah, I would have loved to see him make one drop ship and just drop it to the main.
Yeah, if only he had a Cajone donation center that he could just go home and pick some up before his CPL games.
Was that lurker not in the swarm?
I don't know how that died. I think it was irradiated. It must have been, right?
It looked like.
How the shit did that lurker die? It must have been an irradiate.
I guess it looked like.
Look at this massive army, right? Look at this massive army. iAmPaint can crush this base. Like it's gonna take a little more fortitude here, a little more aggression than iAmPaint is currently feeling like he wants to put out here. In the meantime, though, he is making good use of the time that he's bought himself with this army on the other side of the map. He has secured himself a third base, 4th coming down now, and Nina's going to be in an extremely difficult position in just a couple of minutes here once he starts to leverage the economic power that he's got in his back pocket here.
Yeah, I mean, he's really just containing her at this point.
You know, iAmPaint is such a macro legend too. From the last series that we casted, if he decides to start throwing down the factories and getting into that late game 3-4 base mech that's just so incredibly powerful, that's going to be a really great way for him to close this game out versus Nina. Nina has only 2 gases so far. I mean, that's going to be a huge hindrance to her economy going forward here. And look at that! Both the main and natural are actually depleted. I didn't realize we were 20 minutes into this game already. It does not feel like a 20-minute game so far, right? Because there's been so much crazy shit going on.
Yeah, after that big attack, it set us down to back to 3 minutes, you know, the mark, just with some extra buildings and tech.
NinaZerg now.
Both armies obliterated, all the workers obliterated.
NinaZerg now pushing forward with a couple of lurkers under Dark Swarm, and oh man, some major spines here, making a huge dent in the army. We got 9 kills total on these 2 lurkers here, with a flanking army coming from behind.
Flank from the south!
This is super sick!
This is huge!
NinaZerg,
where's he gonna go?
Really, NinaZerg? Are you kidding me?
Oh,
this is so brutal. Oh my gosh, and the giant roaming army that was in the middle of the map here for so long from iAmPaint gets annihilated with almost total, with almost unheard of cost efficiency.
That was an incredible flank.
That was absolutely ridiculous. Alrighty, here comes a couple of Scourge, and they just do what Scourge do best, kill themselves for literally nothing.
Yep.
Man, that is so upsetting to see every single time. Did you see that? The Scourge were could smell the science vessels, dude. Oh my god.
Close, but no cigar.
Oh, I hate Scourge so much. Alrighty, dudes. Well, I wouldn't really like to see Nina.
Drones out to double expand here too, which is really what she needs.
Yeah, and getting this double gas base is a pretty huge deal, because being on just depleted gas has really hindered her economy. I'm actually surprised the number of lurkers that Nina's been able to field during this game, regardless of the fact that she's been on both a main and natural with depleted gas for a little bit here.
Yeah, 2 at a time. It's crazy. I can't believe she has a control group of lurkers.
Alrighty, and here we go.
I don't know about this.
Oh, I know about this. Look at this!
Oh.
Goodbye, base numero uno. Unfortunately, Terran a little overpowered with their ridiculous floating buildings here, and some Marines on attack or on right click here, getting taken up for free by a group of cracklings here. Man, Nina just surprising iAmPaint over and over again, and iAmPaint's just kind of getting pulled apart here, just with the multitask.
She is making excellent use of these lurkers here.
This is actually kind of terrifying.
This is such a back and forth game. This is crazy.
Oh my god, and the whole mineral line still getting annihilated.
SCVs.
Oh my gosh, iAmPaint realizing saving 6 lucky SCV boys.
But they're just gonna get eaten by the cracklings now.
Alrighty, Nina with a sick Dark Storm is gonna let her push down the bunkers once again. But these Irradiates doing a good job at reducing the number of lurkers that are here now. I would have really liked to see these Defilers approaching with a little more energy. Okay. I'm so scared of these Irradiates right now. Goodbye. Here comes another one. I would really like the Defilers to get right up here on the. There we go. I was gonna say right up here on the ramp.
Oh man, yep, there we go.
Oh
this deja vu, hasn't this already happened in this game?
Dude, it's what is happening right now? Defiler Lurker Bust in a Defiler Lurker Bust game. Alright, are these bunkers, are there Marines in those bunkers at that other base there? I don't even know if Nina knows about that base.
No, nothing in there. Oh, all the vessels going down! Oh, the Scourge!
I don't know about this, I don't know about this, I don't know about this, Nina! Nina, back up! It's fine, those can sit up there for forever. Okay.
Oh, and his other base could have went back to work, and it's just not. Instead, it might even burn down.
No, there was a crackling here until literally a second ago. The blood was still on the ground.
One.
Nina now sending a contingent of cracklings to go ahead and deal with that base.
Clean it up.
Man, if Nina knew about this other mineral-only base, man, she'd be in such a much better position. Instead of throwing away the lurkers up here, thinking that's all the work that she could get done with them, she'd have killed a bajillion more SCVs.
That's
Alrighty.
true, but her own 2 expansions are up, and she's got drones.
Alright.
They're not doing anything yet, but...
Let's take a look at Nina's bases for a little bit here. It looks like we don't have any additional tech or anything like that. So no Ultralists are going to be around the way or anything like that. So we're really just working with cracklings for now. And this is a pretty vulnerable position to be in right now. Little Chava, thank you so much for the bit donation. I really appreciate it. But until we get these gases up and running, Nina's really not able to afford any kind of lurker tech anymore. We've got like one random lurker.
Paint just scanned both of them. He scanned both of her expansions. I'm surprised she's not taking the other extractor at the top right as well.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, we don't really have too many drones though. So
she's just got to crank drones out of these bases.
That's the thing. I'm actually a little bit worried. This top right base is very important. She could potentially lose this one. Well, she could. I think she can lose this top right base as long as she doesn't lose the next one, and the left side here. Nina does have.
I would have advocated for her taking the bottom left instead of the 9 o'clock. Take the other double gas expand.
Yeah, that is a really long attack path when you look at it, and it's gonna be a little bit more of a hidden, sneaky base if she did take it.
That, and she's containing at the 6 o'clock also right now. Oh, she's about to find this base, I think, though.
Come on, move up there, Zerglings.
Oh, go north! Go north!
Nina's like, just like, where the heck is all the money coming from? Oh my god, dude. 26, 25, 23 HP on the CC.
Command center.
It's burning down. Here we go.
It's not gonna make it.
Ah! And it detonates in midair. Giant nuclear explosion. Man, it would have been pretty dang important to save that base, I think, man. I mean, you don't really have that much money to keep recreating CCs.
Yeah, I mean, none of the mineral patches even have enough for a CC at his last mining base.
Man, this game is getting crazy.
He's pretty low on minerals.
The one thing that iAmPaint really has going for him, too, though, is Marine Medic is still very potent versus Zerglings. And Nina really only has minerals right now. I mean, granted, she has a crap ton of minerals, but with good positioning, this number of Marines can kill almost an infinite number of Cracklings.
Yep, and she's only on 1.5 gas, if you count these two depleteds together. But there she goes. She is taking that bottom left, but I think it's too little too late.
I don't know about that.
Well, I don't mean for the game, but I mean for the base to live. There's nothing here.
Maybe. Yeah, but is iAmPaint even going to check it? That's the question. I think he's going to go for this base up here in the top left. Or in the middle left, rather. Get scanned, letting Nina know that iAmPaint is on his way over here. And this is not the place to engage with these Zerglings!
No.
NinaZerg losing a gigantic army for pretty much nothing
Marine.
Here.
It was 100% for free. Cost him a stim.
Oh, man. And now all we've got are a couple of lurkers here. And Oof, one science vessel goes down. If she can get just one more kill. Oh man, and this bio army getting really stuck up here. And we have a defiler on the mound, or on the field now. And just like that, man, this is gonna be defended for a little bit. Science vessels taking a couple of hits here and there. These Zerglings now running across the map here, seeing if they can get anything done. My god, this damn mineral only has just been the freaking game saver here for iAmPaint. He's almost mined it out now. Like, imagine if iAmPaint didn't have enough money for all these Marines, right? This would be a totally different game. And we have lurkers now engaging the main army here in the middle of the map. Some okay spines here. I think this is a little too aggressive. There are too many Marines to just try to jump on him like that without a massive number of lurkers.
Yeah, I saw a lot of lurker blood there. I missed the fight, though.
Wow, that was like 3 free lurkers right there. God, this is crazy.
Just now starting the defiler. Oh,
dude,
boy.
We're at 33 minutes so far, and this game has been like on a razor's edge the entire time, basically. Oh my freaking god, dude. This is exhausting to cast.
This is a wild one.
Alrighty, now an all-important fresh base now coming down here for iAmPaint, but again, it's a mineral only. I mean, all he's going to be able to do is crank out those Marines, and Marines, while an extremely powerful unit, aren't going to be the unit that you need to crack a Zerg with Defiler tech. Now we have a Marine here and his two lady medic friends here just casually picking away at this important expansion up at the top right-hand corner. And now that iAmPaint's discovered it, he's sending additional units to come support this. We have a single lurker boy. Can he do it? What is happening? Please burrow this lurker. Now, Nina, please burrow this lurker. And please send units to help.
Oh, I really wish she'd make more drones of that sneaky bottom left.
Alrighty, top right. Looks like it's gonna go down here. A couple of Zerglings coming in here to help out. Some more spawning.
Ooh,
the medics are isolated though. Oh, and now that the medics are feeling
made a wall.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Oof.
Medic walls OP.
Very good positioning from iAmPaint here to
Get the
be able
drones
to
out of there.
Very, very important cost efficiency behind the mineral line. But yeah, I would really like these drones to get evacuated in the night.
Get them out of
go
here!
Up over here or something.
No! He's gonna lose them to a single Marine.
Yeah, these Lings are just getting totally destroyed. They're on 1-1 versus 2-3 for the Terran player. But, I mean, man, this bottom base here...
Yeah, this bottom left that's the hero.
This is like, that's the new hidden base over here for iAmPaint, man. This is the key to Nina getting back in this game and staying in for a little bit longer here. This is so funny. Typically, this entire map could have been mined out by now, but because of the fact that it's been so back and forth, so many attacks going on. Oh
and
no!
She instantly puts down a hatchery as soon as he walks away. Oh, it's scouted.
Oh no!
Oh, the jig is up. Here comes the whole army southbound. Or maybe not.
No, it's coming. You don't need to
it.
send the whole army. There's nothing down there.
Yeah, true. Just 12 Marines.
Couple of Scourge getting a science vessel.
Alright.
Alrighty, well, this bottom base is basically doomed now.
Yeah, this is gonna end it right here.
And I think we can tell NinaZerg must be a bit fatigued because their APM has dropped quite significantly. And you often see that in these long games. Sometimes people just don't have the stamina to keep the all of the tasks going at the same time, and you start getting a little sloppy. And you know, a game that you could have potentially won if you had been able to stay fresh the entire time is gonna potentially go to your opponent because you couldn't stake it, couldn't stick in the game with you're 100% the whole time, man. Yeah, especially now that we've hit the 36-minute mark.
Yeah,
do we get some ketchup?
30s. Ooh,
a little plague here.
Decent plague. Oh, but gets a couple.
Ooh, the drops are moving their way around though. I thought the Scourge saw it because I saw them moving to the right, but this is game over, I think, right?
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, she remade that top right hatchery immediately.
Yeah, but look at the mineral bank. There's no bank. There's not enough drones here to saturate this base. Yeah,
I think her biggest enemy this game was not making enough drones. It really cost her.
You're right. There was a lot of time in which NinaZerg could have potentially got herself back into this game, but again, man, with the length of the game that we're at right now, I'm surprised either of them are still awake. This is so hard. It's so hard to play this long. Alrighty, and here comes the dropships now coming into the main.
Yeah,
there's no defenses up here.
And, yeah,
we got a couple of cracklings though. If these guys can get up here before the... Ooh,
yeah, no, that's
but
not
yeah, they're not cleaned up. So we've got a decent-sized contingent of Marines now in the main, but there are
Sunkens.
Where do these Sunkens come from?
They've been there like the whole game.
What? God damn it! This game is so crazy. Someone just kill someone.
Sunkens from 8 minutes.
I need a break.
That Scourge gonna kill a dropship. Not bad.
Ooh.
He's gonna get...
Oh my god.
Even Paint is wondering, like, how have I not finished this yet?
Yeah, oh man, I mean, obviously I think Paint's really got this. The supplies tell the tale. Nina's at 35 supply versus 125 Terran supply. And as difficult as it is to break Lurker Defiler defenses here with just minerals in the bank, just minerals being...
You do eventually.
Mined, yeah.
That's the real story.
It's just a matter of time, baby.
It really is. Once you have the contain and the supplies are like this.
iAmPaint is still at 178 APM, man. I'm like actually tired from just casting this game. I like want to take a nap. I was like, laser snipe. This is the only series you're gonna send me? Are you kidding me? This is all that we're gonna have to cast? And now I'm like, shit. Well, that's fine with me, I guess. This is a 40-minute first game, and I'm just done. I'm over it.
iAmPaint, the absolute legend This is crazy. What a comeback victory. He had 6 SCVs at like the 10-minute mark. How does he win this game? This is
I know.
Crazy.
Well, do you know how he wins this game, dude? Just like Nyoken said, iAmPaint, absolute fucking legend. This guy's a macro god. He's got everything that it takes to become a like super high-level player. So I cannot wait to see the player that he becomes at the end of this with some great coaching from some of our great CPL coaches, guys. Oh man, NinaZerg, ever the spiteful loser. Gonna stick it in until she loses every one of her bases. Yep, I'm not even joking. She does this in when we play BGH and like the team loses. Nina just makes like 50 sunkens and sits there and is like, "Yeah, I fucking dare you to come over here. Make siege tanks, bitch." Like, it's like the oh man. Oh look at this. Oh man, iAmPaint, so good, dude. You can really tell that, I mean, this is the guy who fucking took Seish out, and look at this macro.
Oh,
taking out a vessel here. Oh man. Well, I mean,
you can consume all you want, but when every unit gets irradiated...
Yeah, it's all done now. Well, this game is basically over, man. How do you feel about game number 1? What do you think NinaZerg's chances are going forward here, man?
I mean, I think she played a fantastic game. That lurker bust was incredible. I cannot believe that Paint came back from this. I mean, talk about not giving up, never throwing the towel. Just that comeback mentality. That was amazing.
Yeah, man. I'm a little worried for NinaZerg going forward here. I mean, I think that if you can make a comeback in that kind of situation, it's like, what can you even do? You know?
I mean, losing a game like this really breaks your spirit in a best of scenario.
I mean, yeah, and honestly, like it's very difficult to say that how could Nina beat iAmPaint in a straight-up game when she had him on the ropes and he's still able to make such a fantastic comeback. I mean, it's always possible, I suppose, but man, iAmPaint is looking like such a strong contender for one of the best players in the CPL right now. Oh, sorry, it is not Nyoken casting. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this crap. BossRoss.
That's right, I'll be Nyoken today, I guess.
Dude, if someone gave me the opportunity, I'd be like, yeah, let's do this.
I was Future the other night, so might not be Nyoken as well. And there's the GG, finally.
There we go.
42 minutes. That's got to be the longest CPL game, I think, for sure.
Nina with the WP as well, recognizing her opponent, made an incredible comeback. Let's get ahead and get into game number 2, man. iAmPaint, though, looking like an unstoppable force of nature right now.
He is a beast. There's no doubt about it.
Oh, God. This is like you in like 2 months, BossRoss. I'm telling you, dude, you gotta be a fucking iAmPaint level.
We'll see. I mean, I practice every day.
Whew. Alrighty, guys. Well, welcome to the CPL cast. My name is Doc Holiday. With me, I have BossRoss, aka Wahav2? Wahav2?
V2, Volume 2.
Okay.
That was a thing back in the Halo days in 2005.
Alrighty. Anyways, check him out on Twitch as well. He's going to be streaming his own content. But we are streaming the CPL Preseason Tournament. That was game number 1 so far. We've been casting for about an hour. Got 1 game done so far. Game number 1. And, alright guys, cast over. I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with game 2.
Yeah, seriously, dude. Oh my god. I have a StarCraft coma. It's like after Thanksgiving, you know, when you're just like sitting there like, why am I alive still? Somebody shoot me. Alright, dudes, we've gorged ourselves on this game number 1. Let's come back at it, glutton for punishment as we are. Get into game number 2 here.
Let's see what map she goes for. Is it going to be one of the traditional macro maps? Oh, Aztec, alright.
Yeah, Nyoken's favorite map. Extremely balanced map, really great for Terran.
Yeah, we'll see if he gets top position.
Alrighty. Well, game number 2, Nina versus iAmPaint. Predictions, BossRoss? How you feeling?
I think iAmPaint's gonna close it out in 2.
Damn. Brutal prediction for our girl NinaZerg, but I have hope, man.
I mean, you have to have the fortitude of a god to come back after losing a 42-minute game. A game that you surely had won, or at least it looked that way.
Fortitude of a god is our purple Zerg's middle name. We have NinaZerg spawning in the bottom left.
And spawning in the best position on Aztec for his race is going to be iAmPaint in the top center.
Man, dude, I don't know what it is, but every time we have a Terran playing this map, is always the worst position possible, dude.
Well, just that weird position with all that extra space behind your minerals. We'll see if Nina goes mutas.
I hope so, man. I don't, honestly, I really don't know what Nina's mutalist micro looks like. I very often see her playing lurker strategies. So, I mean, let's see how she does. I've played her a couple of times in ZVZ even, and one of the games she beat me, she went Hydralist, so I really don't know what her mutalist micro is. If there was one matchup that you were going to use mutas, that would be it, and I don't know. It doesn't seem like a strategy she favors.
In the ZVZ, she went Hydras?
Yeah, 4-hatch Hydras. You can do it.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
It is a thing, because Hydras actually do really well on high numbers. It's just that with having mutalists, you gain yourself map control for quite a long time, and so it's very difficult to play Hydras. But you can do it up to a certain level. Like, you won't see it in pro Korean games, but you'll see it all the way up to A.
Well, I did see a pretty ridiculous game of Shine versus Jaedong that went all the way up to Hive Tech.
That's so gross.
Seeing Zerg units get plagued is pretty nasty.
Oh my gosh.
It's a 30-minute long game.
When it's crazy. Like, when you have like people are like microing 2 or 3 clumps of mutalists at a time, it's like 30 on the map. All of a sudden, like 25 mutalists get plagued. It's like, oh, what happened?
Yeah, it seemed like they were spreading them out, actually. They put them in like a block, like a grid formation, and sent them over with the Scourge.
Oh my god, NinaZerg being super annoying with her scouts so far.
Ooh, and Paint going with a repair on the SCV. That's nice.
I like it, yeah. I think it's a smart move.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, though, NinaZerg's pool is about 100 minerals late now. Controlling that drone a little bit too much, I think. I mean, the pool timing isn't super important since there isn't going to be a bunker, it looks like, here anytime soon. But it can be important during a lot of games, especially if your opponent has a scout on the map. Getting that 100 minerals late could spell doom for you on in a ZVT, man. Very dangerous.
It's a very fast matchup. Almost everything in this matchup happens fast. So you always gotta have your timings superb. But like you said, nothing coming over right now. We should be in fine shape.
Alrighty, and it looks like we're having a bit of a more standard game here. NinaZerg going for her 3 hatcheries before her gas. So this is gonna be more either a 3-hatch lurker or muta style, what most people consider to be standard these days. Doesn't look like we're gonna be seeing that Defiler bust again, which was totally insane, might I remind you.
Well, it was a fantastic play. Yep, and Terran, Mr. Paint, just going with a couple of barracks. Probably going to be getting a gas very soon, I imagine, with an academy.
Dude, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to steal that build. It's super memey. It's right up my alley. It's tricky as all hell. No one's going to see it coming. That was a super sick build. Man. I'm going to have to write it down. I'm going to go to this replay afterwards. You got to remind me. And then forget, because I'm probably going to do it to you. Dude, how hilarious would it be if I did it to you, and then I told you in our cast that I was gonna do it to you, and then I did it and you lost anyways? Dude, that would be some meta shit, dude.
I do have issues with lurkers, man, though. Lurkers are tough to play against.
I honestly, like, whenever I get my lurkers squashed, I'm like, God, Terran's so broken. But then I went and I tried playing against lurkers, and just like your whole army dies instantly, and you're like, that doesn't seem fair. This doesn't. Is this right? Is this right?
Ooh, look at this sneaky third base.
I like it.
Ooh, I like it. Yeah, me too.
You're gonna like my games later on tonight. Dude, oh man, I can't wait to have those games get casted and TL Flash for the win is gonna try to rip me a new booty too, because we've got all this beef going on over Magic the Gathering, and then we have like a grudge match that we're eventually gonna come up and do as well. So having him cast these games is gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah, you play a little Magic?
All right. Yeah, I used to.
You used to?
Do you play a specific format? Are you casual or?
No. I played Standard and I played EDH, and I'm planning on getting over to Standard again now that Deals of Ravnica is coming out. It's going to be a 6 set.
Okay. Yeah, I was a more of an old school player. I liked Legacy, and then Modern I think is pretty tight. I don't like the idea of having my cards become irrelevant like in Standard.
Yeah, that is irritating. An irritating problem that comes to the game. The cost is very relevant to your ability to play it.
That is 100% true. I once played in a Legacy tournament with a burn deck, and I think the whole deck cost me $100.
Nice.
And, the other guy was playing a blue-white control deck, and he had Jace the Mind Sculptor, which was like $120 at the time.
It's still around
one card of his was worth my entire deck. Since he got unbanned in Modern, his price skyrocketed. I forget what you call it when you're like, you buy into it. Speculating. I was speculating that he was going to get unbanned, and I made like $120 buying a few of them.
Ooh, very nice.
After he got unbanned.
Alrighty, well, we do have the recommended Nyoken Seal approved build here, going for the 2 racks into some tech here. I wonder if this was something that iAmPaint saw during the cast yesterday and decided to continue to go, put into play here. I mean, obviously iAmPaint is an extremely powerful Terran player. I don't know if he really needed too much advice on how to play the game, but hey, you never know, man. When Nyoken says something, you've got one of the Suez Terrans out in the foreign scene right now and giving you some advice. I would listen to it, shit.
Yeah, it's a pretty strong build.
How do you feel about it? What's your go-to ZVT build?
I really like 5 racks plus 1.
Okay.
I just love to have the bio, get out on the map, try and shut down the 3rd, get things going on, and then I transfer into 2 ports and drop ships. And that just really messes up Zerg, I think.
Dude, the double drop ships before the vessels, it can be so devastating. You just lose your 3rd and then you die because there's nothing you can do after that.
Yeah, why try and fight a defiler when I can just end the game possibly? But when they get picked off by Scourge, it's the absolute worst.
Yeah, then it feels bad, man. Can't do shit for like an hour now.
And Nyoken makes a pretty good point when he says never send dropships in blindly. You always want to be doing something at the same time.
Well, I would really like to see dropships out of our boy here, but it looks like we're going to be seeing science vessels, I would assume, here. Coming up in a little bit here.
With just the 1-star port, I would imagine that's definitely what you're going to want.
Single dropship drops aren't bad, but you really want to double drop an Expo so you can guarantee that the Expo is going to go down. Speaking of Expos, though, I don't think iAmPaint has any idea that this base is still here. Absolutely no idea that NinaZerg still has that. And Nina now taking the base at the bottom as well.
Right, he just scanned the natural, so he still has no idea about these other 2.
Meanwhile, NinaZerg with a very potent defense here, just a crap ton of lurkers, all defending at the same spot. One of the benefits, man, of ninjaing a base is sometimes you just don't have to defend it, because if your opponent just doesn't know about it, you can commit all your units in a single location and be pretty safe, even with the rest of your bases just totally exposed.
That and Paint has to be careful.
Oh my god, Nina, please don't try to push up this ramp!
No! Oh, what are we doing?
Well, she does have enough lurkers to maybe leapfrog, but there's a tank here now!
I don't know about that! Alright, she makes the right move.
Dude, I'm gonna turn that I don't know about that into a fucking sound clip, and I'm gonna put it on my board to use it. That was perfect, bro! I did not know about that either. That was so sick. Oh man, that was butt clenching right there. Well, a couple of lurkers go down for basically free. Nina does, though, poking up there to see what iAmPaint's doing. Keeping him honest there. If I was iAmPaint, man, and knowing that someone's about to send lurkers up as soon as I move my army out, might be a little more concerned about trying to move out on the map at this point here.
But he's going to make the right decision and move down the larger ramp so you can get your whole army down.
Yeah, it's the debate ramp, man.
Behind to be able to defend. I like that.
That ramp is just there to... to trap noobs. We should just be able to, like, people should just wall this ramp off and never go up or down it ever, man. Look, for real, dude, it is. This trap is like, hey, 1300 MMR, look at me, I'm shiny, I'm sexy, I'm slick, I'm the short way, come on down. And then, like, anyone below, you know, 1500 is just like walking down the ramp, instantly dying every game. Oh my god. Oh man, so lurkers unburrowed.
Ooh, getting a decent surround.
Wow, really nice spines too. iAmPaint with a little bit of a miscontrol here, not watching his army as he moved out onto the map. And Nina's lurkers really didn't have the right to be that cost efficient. Don't get me wrong, it's, you know, it's not like she did anything wrong with them, but that was disgusting amount of damage that was done by those lurkers that really shouldn't have happened there.
Yeah, anytime you could trade lings for swaths of marine medic and tanks is just fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Like, she lost one lurker. That was
so worth it. And that lurker, I think, was like an irradiated lurker, so that one was kind of going down anyways. All right, let's take a look at iAmPaint's vision once again. He just doesn't know about any of the bases.
There's not a clue.
Oh my gosh, iAmPaint just thinking he's on.
Is he about to make the new mistake right back? Try and go up the skinny ramp.
I don't know.
He thinks better. He thinks better of it.
NinaZerg, though, playing this very smart, actually has her troops in position to defend the larger of the two ramps here, and I like this. As these guys are coming up the base, NinaZerg could push her lurkers forward and with the lings and maybe get a good aggressive position, but they have to go now!
They have to burrow!
Lings go! Ah! And I think just a little bit too late. Nina deciding, though, I'm going to use this high ground advantage, and tons of lings streaming in from over here. Where the hell did those come from? And is the tank gonna go down? Yeah, we lose another tank. Alrighty, I think it's time to back up now, Nina, and get on top of this high ground. Woo! Man, this game is crazy.
That's all she's got to do is buy time. It's all about buying time. Look at all these macro hatcheries. Dear Lord, look at all the lings coming out.
Oh my god, I know. It's so good. Nina's been playing this game like a freaking 300 IQ mastermind. Look at these bases, man. Nina now just starting to drone up the bottom base here. There's one complaint that I would have, is I would love to see Nidus swarms at these bases, just in case. But other than that, man, you know, just drone that bottom base up and you're gonna be golden.
That and drones. Nidus and drones. Because taking those bases, you're not getting any fruits for all your labor.
One thing I would really like to see...
counterattack on the third, though. This is fantastic, stopping Paint's third here.
Yeah, it doesn't even get up here. Too. I almost would have liked to see it get canceled, like, right beforehand, and so maybe she could have... Or not beforehand, right as it finished, though, but it's difficult to make the decision because Terran can just lift then, so... I don't know, this is probably better. You're right, Nina, sorry. I'm just trying to talk some shit, man, that's all. But, man... I would just like to see Nina throw down an Ultralist then at this point. Oh, there we go. Well, it's there now. Okay, cool, good. Because at this point, she's floating so much money right now. Just a large control group of Ultras would be just an insane game ender at this point. iAmPaint, though, I believe, has scanned the bottom base now. Yep. Now heading in that, taking out that fourth base, but he still has no idea about the third. And Nina is going to be able to continue to pump, you know, tier 3 units like Defilers and Ultralists off with this additional third gas here. And
he's got to move now, though. That Nidus is on the way. Oh, not going to be here in time, I don't think, though.
Where is the Nidus even connected to? I'm looking for the...
She made it there. She didn't start the connection.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, this base going down, not the worst thing in the world. There's only a couple of drones here right now, so not massive losses or anything like that. Although I would like to see Nina get on a fourth base. She did do a great job of stopping that third base, so she's still at a pretty decent economic position in comparison to her opponent right now. But again, getting that fourth base up would just be fantastic.
That, and she already has a huge bank. I assume once these Ultralisk upgrades are done, we're going to see a control group of Ultras get made.
Oh, yeah. Looks like Nina, are these what, Overlords? Yeah, Nina making Overlords in preparation for her gigantic push here with the Ultralisk, but it might not even matter because we do have a massive army about to push up this ridiculously stupid ramp here with Defiler support. And Lurker's under Dark Swarm, pretty good unit, man. Look at this. This Lurker has like 5 HP, but he's just regenerating under there.
I think
no
it
big
had
deal,
2
not even
originally.
scared. Alrighty, and the natural looking about to be broke here. Nina, please advance your Lurkers up here. Alrighty, we got the consumes going down. God, Nina's so methodical with her Defiler pushes. Look at this. Oh my gosh. The army now trying to come from behind to deal with this, but I mean, how are you going to dislodge these Lurkers? Do we have any more Defilers here though? No.
No, I believe they all got irradiated.
Alright, so once this last swarm finishes up here, we're going to have a bit more stabilization on the map. Nina got some Zerglings getting streamed across the map here, but getting eaten up for free by this army standing in between Nina and her opponent's natural expansion. But, man, I don't know. The third Jess getting up now. Nina now replacing her 4th base and instantly scanned!
Look at her main.
Oh! What the fuck? Alright, iAmPaint! I'm taking you off the map. We're not even looking at you anymore. We're just looking at Nina's view. You're done, so boy.
Exactly what I said. She's about to
This is
have
game over. Are you
through
kidding me? Look at this shit! Goodbye, iAmPaint. You're out of here, dude.
It's cow time.
Bro. Look at this fucking... This is insane!
Upgrades at 4-1, like it's looking
fucking
pretty
Jurassic
good.
Park up in here. Fucking dinosaurs coming across the map here. Look at these slow-ass motherfuckers. Haven't even gotten their cardio upgrade yet. These motherfuckers
boy,
need to hit
ramp,
the Nordic
the
crap.
tiny ramp!
Dude!
Single file, one at a time.
Who cares, man?
Doesn't
Who cares?
matter.
They're Ultralists! Infinity Ultralists!
One survived with 1 HP.
Oh man. And with only 1 attack upgrade on the Ultralisk here, these Marines are just getting murdered. Goodbye, friends. I even have an emote for this situation. Hold on, where's my J-Un emote? I don't? What? Oh, I changed my card. Alright, I gotta resubscribe to J-Un. What a fucking boss. That guy's awesome. But, dude, look at this. What are you gonna do here as iAmPaint, man? You are super duper dead, buddy. Get out, Naga.
I mean, he survived that.
Dude, I know, imagine if he came back after this. He would be the literal best Terran in the world. Dude, Flash ain't got shit on iAmPaint if he wins this game.
There it is.
Alrighty, NinaZerg bringing it back.
Ties it up 1-1.
Woo, looking good. Damn.
Paint's gotta have the best series in the CPL. This is awesome.
Oh my god. It's not just Paint. Paint's a great player. But you have to give it up to Paint's freaking opponents too, dude. These guys are so amazing.
That's true. He's not the only one that's a part of the amazing, that's for sure.
And apologies to all of you guys in chat. That was very loud. Dude, GXI, you can go ahead and give me the 411 on that in a minute here, dude. Hold on, hold on. We're gonna check this out. Okay, noise gate. Can we add a filter here? Noise suppression? No. I'm not even joking. I'm like actually feeling like maybe I should do this. I feel so bad for the chat right now. They're like, oh my god, my ears. Stop.
My ears are bleeding.
Please. Here, we'll put negative gain. There, what about that? I'm sorry, dudes. I'm gonna try not to get so excited. I get excited, okay?
It's hard to not be excited. It's a very exciting game.
Alright, let's check out this clip here real quick. Here we go, here it comes. Here's. Oh no, what? The content's unavailable? What? I wanted to hear that. I don't know about that.
Oh.
Oh my god. Alright, let's go. Well, I'm glad we're getting game number 3 between these two. The games have been absolutely wild so far. Game number 3 is gonna be on Fighting Spirit. This is gonna be game number 3 versus NinaZerg versus iAmPaint. Let's get on into it. BossRoss, are you ready, my dude?
I am ready. Let's go. The standardest of standard maps. No crazy sneaky third bases here.
No, we're doing it anyways. Sneaking
Well,
a base is...
You could go for the center, I suppose.
The center base is the ultimate base of Destiny, man. If you take that base and you hold it for more than a minute, you've already won.
The double gas.
Getting on into it right now, we have the Brown Terran coming off a crazy game. Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna be able to bring it back for the win? In this best of 3 series, we have the Brown Terran, iAmPaint.
And in the bottom left, showing off her prowess and fortitude, we have the blue Zerg, NinaZerg.
And in the top right-hand corner of the map, being reintroduced because Doc Holliday is a terrible esports producer, should never be allowed to cast anything ever. We have iAmPaint.
Did you not have the overlay set up?
Yeah, I always forget, dude. You know what I need to get? I need to get one of those streamer, like they're like weird tablet things.
Stream decks, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just like looking at it the whole time. Right now I have to hit the 0 button, and it's not like a hard button to hit or whatever. But if I had a giant fucking thing here, like it's like, because those things are like they're like the letter blocks that you give to kids, like giant fucking Duplo-sized fucking blocks. That's what I need to be able to freaking change the scene. All right, I can't deal with this 0.
The chat, Nina says that the starting bases are in the corners, right?
Uh-huh.
Fantastic.
I love Nina, man.
Yeah, no, I noticed you had done 0 because whenever you go to Mad switch your overlay, you press it several times.
Yeah,
and it brings up your customs record. So that's what happens if you press 0.
Yeah, just in case. I hit it a bunch of times because like sometimes I actually do hit it and it doesn't come up or it doesn't switch. And I don't know what that's about, so I go insane with it.
Gotta love that mechanical keyboard.
God, Nina loves to be so annoying with the goddamn drones, man. Every time she's just poking away at this building SCV. Who cares about the timing of my pool? I just want to poke some freaking SCVs with my drones.
You got to. I mean, while that SCV's building a building, he's totally defenseless.
SCVs are so hot
that
right
is...
now.
It's one of the most annoying things to deal with as a Terran in the early game. It drives me crazy.
I kind of miss it in StarCraft too, because you can just shift Q attack move onto the SCV, and no matter where the SCV goes, your drone will just like slippity slide right over there real quick. So, and SCVs aren't super imba like they are in Brood War, so sniping them is like super duper easy. But in here, man, it takes a bajillion freaking hits to kill an SCV, so it takes a lot of dedication to get that kill, man.
They don't regenerate, so they start off with that little bit of extra health.
Little bit of extra health.
A little bit.
50% more?
50%. A little bit. And even though they don't regenerate, they can repair, which I'll admit I think is pretty OP.
Repair is soggy, man. Well, back to the game.
That's looking pretty standard around here.
So, I mean, what do you think? 1-1-1, right? Should be seeing a factory with a... this is kind of late.
No, yeah, this is not, no. He already has the expansion going on.
I'm on drugs or something, man. But a 40-minute game took it out of me, dude.
Now, what he doesn't have is a second Rax, which is interesting. So, leads me to believe he's going for more of a 5-Rax plus 1 build.
Okay, so we should be seeing the Academy and the NG Bay coming down here very soon then, right? There we go.
Yeah,
there's
NG Bay first, yeah. There it is.
Because for some reason, upgrades in StarCraft take like...
They take forever.
Years. Yeah. Like,
ooh,
actually,
Nina getting a good surround on the scouting SCV there.
Oh, man.
Will say I love StarCraft Remastered. The zoom feature in Obsing is just incredible.
Oh, you like StarCraft Remastered? Well, then fine. We're going to classic graphics.
That you can do that all you like.
Oh my god!
I got my own screen for my viewing pleasure.
I actually love the classic graphics. But dude, the mini map is so bad on the classic graphics.
Yeah.
I have a hard time with the mini map graphics. That's it. But the classic graphics are sick though.
What I do enjoy is zooming in and out in the classic graphics. Like if you zoom all the way out in the classic, it looks like some sort of Nokia cell phone game.
Zoom all the way out, it looks like Nokia? What?
Yeah, go to the old graphics and zoom all the way out.
Oh dude, it totally does. It's like Snake.
But go to the old graphics too.
I did.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Seriosity, it is currently 1-1 versus iAmPaint and NinaZerg.
Yes, and
this is for all the marbles, dude.
Yeah, this is for everything. In the first game, 42 minutes. What a nail biter.
Oh my freaking god. What was insane too is the game looked like it was over at the 10-minute mark.
Yeah. Looked like it was over more than once.
Yeah, and then yeah, again, like at the 23 or 22-minute mark, once you busted the natural second time.
Yeah, deja vu. Literally a second time trying to get up that ramp.
NinaZerg, an interesting response here. Is this gonna be for a... Okay, Evo. I think she freaked out and maybe mispredicted what build this was. The double barracks does have a strongish push out a little bit earlier than your 5 racks plus 1, just because you start with... What the fuck? Dude, that guy is like new to the squad or something. They're just trying to scare him. Oh man, haze that
Punched
Marine.
him a little bit.
Yeah, what the crap? I was like, no, what are you doing? But yeah, I think Nina got a little scared of this build. I don't know what the deal is.
Yeah, I'm not sure what was up with all those sunken 375 minerals.
Okay, we're starting our melee and our carapace upgrade real fast. Maybe NinaZerg don't want to take a third base and want to make ultralisks.
Yeah, 2 base ultras. Is that what this is?
It's a good build. So people laugh at 2 base ultra, like, ah, what a mean build. Ah, 2 base ultra, it's terrible. It's really not terrible, especially if your opponent doesn't see it coming. Those ultralisks, if they come out with equal or better upgrades than the bio has, they can kill like an infinite number of units. And at low levels, it's a very difficult build for people to figure out how to deal with.
That, and especially against 5 racks plus 1, he's not going to have the tech to fight it.
Yeah, no tanks, no mines.
Yeah,
the radiates are going to be very minimal at the point where the ultralisks are coming out. It's just going to be Marines and medics.
Until they're plus 2 or plus 3, they have a real hard time against ultras.
Yeah.
Oh, she does take a third base though. It takes the close one.
You can do some pretty great crisis management, some really sick stuff with medic walls and things like that if you've got enough of these ultralisks. But,
yes, those can get pretty crazy.
Yeah, ultralisks with lurker support though. If Nina brought her lurkers with any kind of ultralist attack would be powerful.
I think last versus J-Dong, there was a crazy medic wall in the KSL.
Every time I go ultralist, I feel like my freaking Terran opponents are like Flash or something. Oh, buddy. We have hold position lurkers.
Oh, right out
That's
there.
That's the only reason why they're out here. There's no reason to put them up here because this bridge actually helps funnel the bio into a bit of a choke, making them more susceptible to lurker attack. But these have got to be on hold position. I
mean, he knows it's lurker.
He just scanned the front though. He sees a bunch of hydros standing out there. I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna scan this dude. I'm getting really scared.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna leave until he has science vessels. We'll have to see.
He's at his third though. He's positioning aggressively.
He scans it like a god. He knew.
iAmPaint.
Oh, and Nina saw the scan and moves him back.
iAmPaint, you sexy motherfucker, you. You devious son of a bitch. He felt that little twitch in his bunghole, man. The star sense. That's what it is. You're like, ooh, that's a little itchy. Why? Oh, hold on. It must be hold position lurkers. Better scan, baby. That's what it feels like, guys. If you've never had the star sense, I'm telling you right now, just basically, it's like, you know how when you wipe, but you don't wipe well enough, you get that little itch? That's what it's like. That's star sense. Alright? It's poopy bunghole feeling.
Oh my god.
I'm telling you right now.
And she goes Defiler Mound instead of the Ultralisk Cavern.
Well, okay. Okay.
Interesting. And she
Yeah,
goes with
little
a sunken in the main as well.
I mean, I think it's kind of interesting. I like the sunken in the main. I really love having... Oh my gosh, please, NinaZerg, back it up. There we go, okay. I really like having a little bit of drop defense for this part of the game, especially if you're a player like me who's not very good at drop defense normally. I don't think it's a terrible idea at all. Because it just buys you that time so where your tech isn't instantly getting sniped and your drones are instantly dying, that you can, you know, send some wings to go ahead and respond to that. I really like that. And then, as far as not going straight for Ultralists, I mean, Defilers with upgraded Lings, the Lings also benefit from those upgrades, so it's not a terrible decision.
I mean,
I would have really liked Ultras at this point.
It seems like her bread and butter is that Lurker Defiler push. I mean, it's been working out great for her all 3 games. She didn't end up winning the first one, but she came pretty damn close.
Oh yeah. Now, one thing that I would really like to see a little bit of improvement on is Nina seems to take a little while to drone up her 3rd base here. I know this is an intentional decision to because she does like to get aggressive when she gets that Defiler tech, and stylistically, you know, I don't know, I can say that's worse or better, but I mean, 3rd base does seem to take a long time to get saturated, even when Nina's got a bit of a bank. So that would be something that I would really just like to get her improving on quickly, because it is very important.
Yeah, I agree. I think just setting a camera hotkey down there would work wonders for you.
And you just poke it every once in a while.
Press. Yeah, one button press, and you get down there and just make 3 drones.
Alrighty, well, iAmPaint looking to start getting aggressive up here on the map.
He's making us surround.
Ooh, he's gonna surround the lurker field. I thought he was gonna go for that 3rd base, and I was like, that.
Oh, and they're unburrowed.
They're unburrowed.
Oh, and the Defiler's leaving.
Marines! Marines,
but where are the Marines going?
Oh no!
Oh.
Come on, dude.
Oh, that's brutal.
Oh wow, that was the scariest nothing to ever happen. The medics are getting destroyed over here, and all of a sudden, one medic's in a giant field of Marines here. This is a little bit rough.
Oh no! Oh my goodness! Fix your hotkeys. I'm assuming that's the problem.
Oh man! Oh man!
Oh.
These Marines are just getting taken out by Crackers. Move commanded Marines. What is happening? Nina's Zerglings have basically done this all by themselves versus a giant field of Marines and getting tons of work done here. Oh my lord!
Oh, there goes another one.
That's so painful. Man, and the giant army that you're supposed to have to be able to bully the Zerg around with that +1 5-Rex is now going to have to contend with an equal-sized army, if not larger, from the Zerg player. And that army is going to have Dark Swarms.
Yeah,
oh, but these Lings are getting pulled over by the aggro. Alright, some 6 Swarms coming in, I hope.
You got time,
oh
time
my
to
god.
pounce on this Defiler! Pounce on it! It's... what? He radiates. I guess that works too.
Yeah, but now this defense up here at the natural expansion is all but broken. Are there even Marines in that little bunker there by the natural CC?
There are not. And his rallies. Oh, free
his
Marines.
rallies. Just kidding, his rallies.
Oh, I'm gonna have to pull these SCVs.
Oh my god, they're not even getting pulled.
Oh no.
I guess when you lift a CC, they kind of pseudo get pulled, but like they have to like finish their mining first.
Right, yeah.
Oh my gosh, and the natural just getting totally destroyed.
And he has a full control over a control group of Marines just out on the map randomly. Could really use those back at his base.
Yep. Nina even getting aggressive a little bit at the 3rd base is a small contingent of Lings. Not going to be able to break up there, but it doesn't matter. Look at the massive swarm of Zerglings just storming their way into this main base. Oh my god, NinaZerg has destroyed the macro god. NinaZerg.
Victory in game 3. Oh my goodness.
Looking nasty, man. And look at that bank she could have gone on for forever. Nina. What a Gosu. What a god. Running away with this series 2-1. Oh man, what a series. iAmPaint. Don't feel too discouraged, man. You've been playing fantastic so far. Very happy to have you here at the CPL. Wonderful game so far, man. Awesome series, though.
Absolutely, that was a great series, and I have a newfound respect for Nina. That was impressive to lose a 42-minute game in game 1 and come back and win the next 2. That's tough stuff right there.
What's insane is that I predicted that Nina would lose this series because, I mean, iAmPaint made the most miraculous comeback I've seen, like, almost ever in a game versus her. But she came back and absolutely raffle-stomped him game number 3. Game number 2, very tight. But, I mean, it wasn't that close. Nina did some serious work.
Yeah, he never got in there. He killed the 4th base in game 2. That was about it. And then the cows came into play.